Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So you're looking to step up your gaming experience and finally ditch that clunky old desktop? 2025 is here, and the power in these laptops is insane. Today, we're diving into the top 5 best gaming laptops you can buy right now. We'll break down each laptop's performance, talk about the build quality and design, and of course how much they'll cost you. From sleek ultrabooks to absolute powerhouse machines, we've got options for every type of gamer. We'll be looking at the pros and cons of each laptop and the best specific use cases for each one, so whether you're a casual gamer or a hardcore esports pro, you'll know exactly which laptop is right for you. Stick around to the end for my top pick. And as always, the links to all of the products seen in this video can be found in the description. These links will give you the best prices for the products, so make sure you use them before making a purchase. Alright, first up, we're checking out the Asus ROG Zephyrus G14. This machine packs some serious power in a surprisingly portable package. Seriously, this thing is deceptively thin and light, especially when you see the kind of performance it's capable of. Under the hood, you can expect to find AMD's Ryzen processors and NVIDIA's RTX 30 series graphics cards, which means you can crank the settings on all the latest games without breaking a sweat. We're talking smooth frame rates, stunning visuals, the whole 9 yards. But the G14 isn't just about raw power. Asus has also managed to squeeze in a beautiful display with thin bezels. This means you get an incredibly immersive gaming experience, which is exactly what you want from a dedicated gaming laptop. And it's not just the display that impresses. The keyboard on this thing is fantastic too. It's got a really satisfying typing experience, and the RGB lighting is of course fully customizable. Battery life on the G14 is surprisingly good for a gaming laptop. You can actually get a decent amount of work done on this thing before needing to reach for the charger, which is rare for a gaming machine this powerful. Now, no laptop is perfect, and the G14 does have one glaring omission: a webcam. Yeah, you heard that right. In the age of Zoom calls and streaming, Asus decided to ditch the webcam entirely. It's a bummer, but honestly, it's not a deal breaker for me. You can always grab an external webcam if you really need one, and it's a small price to pay for such a well-rounded machine. Overall, the Asus ROG Zephyrus G14 is an incredible gaming laptop that offers a killer combination of performance, portability, and style. If you're looking for a laptop that can do it all, the G14 is definitely worth considering. Oh, and did I mention the price? It's pretty competitive too, which just makes this laptop even more appealing. It's a solid value for what you're getting. Now let's move on to our next contender. Next up, we have a laptop that needs no introduction, the Razer Blade 15. This is a laptop that screams premium from the moment you lay eyes on it. The all-aluminum chassis feels incredibly solid and well-built, and the design is just pure minimalist beauty. But the Razer Blade 15 isn't just about looks. This machine is packing some serious firepower too. We're talking the latest Intel Core i9 processors and NVIDIA GeForce RTX 30 series graphics, all optimized to squeeze every ounce of performance out of them. And when I say optimized, I mean it. Razer has done an incredible job with the thermal design of this laptop. It stays remarkably cool even under heavy load, which is something I can't say about all gaming laptops. The display is another highlight of the Razer Blade 15. You've got options for super fast refresh rates and stunning color accuracy, making it perfect for both gaming and creative work. And let's not forget about the keyboard. It's got that signature Razer Chroma RGB lighting, which is always a plus, and the typing experience is top-notch. But all this premium goodness comes at a price, and the Razer Blade 15 is definitely one of the more expensive gaming laptops on the market. You're definitely paying a premium for the brand name and the sleek design. Battery life is also nothing to write home about. You'll be lucky to get more than a few hours of light use out of it, so don't plan on leaving your charger at home. But if you're looking for the absolute best of the best and money is no object, the Razer Blade 15 is hard to beat. It's a stunning piece of engineering that delivers both performance and style in spades. However, if you're on a tighter budget, there are definitely more value-oriented options out there. Let's move on and see what else is on the list. Alright, moving on to number 3, we have the Alienware M15R3. This laptop is all about customization and raw power. Alienware gives you a ton of options to configure this machine exactly how you want it, so you can fine-tune it to perfectly match your needs and budget. Want a blazing fast 300Hz display? You got it. Need a ton of RAM and storage? No problem. Alienware has you covered. And of course, it wouldn't be an Alienware laptop without some serious gaming performance. The M15R3 packs some of the best mobile hardware available, including Intel's 10th gen processors and Nvidia's RTX 30 series graphics. This means you can crank the settings up to the max and enjoy buttery smooth frame rates on even the most demanding games. Alienware has also stepped up their game in terms of design. The M15R3 is still rocking that signature Alienware aesthetic, but it's been refined and modernized, and it looks pretty slick if you ask me. However, all that power and customization does come at a cost. The Alienware M15R3 isn't exactly lightweight, it's definitely a laptop you'll feel in your backpack. So if portability is your top priority, this might not be the best option. Battery life is also nothing to write home about. You'll be lucky to get more than a few hours of light use out of it, which is pretty standard for a gaming laptop this powerful. Overall, the Alienware M15R3 is a beast of a machine that offers unparalleled customization and performance. If you're looking for a no-compromises gaming laptop and don't mind the extra weight, the M15R3 is definitely worth checking out. Now let's move on to our next contender. The MSI GS66 Stealth is next up on our list, and this laptop is all about packing as much power as possible into a thin and light chassis. Seriously, this thing is ridiculously thin for a gaming laptop, especially considering the kind of hardware it's packing under the hood. We're talking Intel's 10th gen processors and Nvidia's RTX 30 series graphics, all squeezed into a chassis that's just over 0.7 inches thick. It's pretty impressive, to say the least. But the GS66 Stealth isn't just about raw power. MSI has also paid close attention to the little details, like the display. You can get this laptop with a super fast 300Hz refresh rate display, which makes a huge difference in fast-paced games. And the keyboard is nothing to sneeze at either. It's got per-key RGB lighting, which is always a plus, and the typing experience is surprisingly good for a laptop this thin. However, all that power packed into such a thin chassis does come at a cost, and that cost is heat. The GS66 Stealth can get pretty toasty under load, so you'll definitely want to make sure you're using it in a well-ventilated area. Battery life is also a bit of a mixed bag. It's not terrible, but it's not great either. You can expect to get around 4 to 5 hours of light use out of it, which is decent but not amazing. Overall, the MSI GS66 Stealth is an impressive piece of engineering that manages to cram a ton of power into a surprisingly portable package. If you're looking for a thin and light gaming laptop that doesn't compromise on performance, the GS66 Stealth is definitely worth considering. But if you're someone who values a cool and quiet laptop, you might want to look elsewhere. Let's move on to our final contender. Last but not least, we have the Acer Predator Helios 300. This laptop is all about delivering the best possible gaming performance at an affordable price point. And let me tell you, Acer has really outdone themselves with this one. The Helios 300 offers incredible value for money, packing some seriously impressive hardware without breaking the bank. We're talking Intel's latest processors and Nvidia's RTX 30 series graphics, all for a price that's significantly lower than some of the other laptops on this list. But the Helios 300 isn't just about specs on paper. It actually performs incredibly well in real-world testing, delivering smooth frame rates on even the most demanding games. And the display is no slouch either. It's a 144Hz IPS panel with decent color accuracy, which is more than enough for most gamers. Now of course, there are some compromises that had to be made to hit this price point. The build quality of the Helios 300 isn't quite as premium as some of the other laptops on this list. It's mostly plastic, and it doesn't feel quite as solid as an all-aluminum chassis. Battery life is also nothing to write home about. You'll be lucky to get more than a few hours of light use out of it, which is pretty standard for a gaming laptop in this price range. But honestly, those are minor nitpicks when you consider just how much value this laptop offers. If you're looking for the best possible gaming performance for your money, the Acer Predator Helios 300 is an absolute no-brainer. It's an incredible value that punches way above its weight class. Alright, that's it for our top 5 gaming laptops. That's it for today's video. If you found this helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more tech reviews and updates. Let us know in the comments which gaming laptop you're most excited about. These were some of the best gaming laptops on the market, each with its own strengths and weaknesses. But no matter what your budget is or what type of gamer you are, there's definitely a laptop out there for you. And as always, the links to all of the products in this video can be found in the description. These links will give you the best prices for the products, so make sure you use them before you make a purchase. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.